again, time's a wasting.
Let's do this.
So, where last we left our heroes, the Crimson Bones had just finished sabotaging the controversial factory farm on the northern end of the bustling trade capital, Garza, freeing the hundreds of chickens that were confined within, the structure being lit ablaze as the party fled into the night, the sounds of commotion and barking hounds not far in the distance. The party quickly eluded their pursuers, and in the dead of night, left Garza without a word to anyone. Southward, our party set off, pushing through the various farmsteads and fields that make up the Grand Plains, to where eventually you left the crop fields behind and found the slight rolling hills and meadows of the more wild aspects of the Grand Plains. Making your way all the way toward the intersection of the Golden Way, your destination, the location of Brandon Reiger's faction's headquarters. On the way, Syphax shared what troubles ailed him. The secret he held so close to his chest was that Walks Through Fog, son of Gamja, the potion shop vendor, fell into the sewer. Syphax, feeling responsible, has bid the party farewell for now, and has gone in search of the young Argonian. Crimson Bones saying goodbye to their wood elf bard, who's been their traveling companion since Refugees' Rest. You've set your sights on the fog forest once again. After just shy of 3 days of travel and getting briefly lost within the border of the twisted black trees that make up the fog forest, the Crimson Bones have made contact with a forester patrol, who thankfully were from the same location you gentlemen were hoping to find. Being escorted by a forester by the name of Darden, you've all been led through the twisting trees, briar patches, and murky mudlands to what you all believe to be the home of House Reiger. And that is where we will resume our 50th session now, gentlemen. Entering just now within the mysterious headquarters of Brandon Reiger's abode. It is sunset, currently. Probably just shy of dinner time, if you had to surmise. Probably have about a good another 2-3 hours left in your adventuring day before you gentlemen are going to feel like, packing it in and getting your rest so rightly deserved. As far as you can make out in here, it seems like there's a little, a little community, a little refugees rest-sized encampment. There's a few civilians here and there, not very many in the name of women and children, and everyone else, almost every male, as far as you can tell, seems to be clad in some type of ranger, forest wild man robery. Bows and arrows everywhere. It seems like that is the make and model. Being led now through this wooden palisade area, this large perimeter swallowing you. You gentlemen are being led quite hastily to this large stone, almost monolith, resting here on the edge of the fog forest. You were told at the end of the last episode by Darden that ancient Nords had this structure, and this faction has repurposed it or refurbished it, whatever, to be their home, it seems to you, gentlemen. And unless anyone wants to do anything different or anything to any particular effect or has any questions or anything of that matter.
You say there's no women or children here?
There's very few.
Okay.
There's very few. You take note of the few that you see.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem to you, children don't play freely in the streets. There isn't very much hustle and bustle. Compared to Garza, this place is more on the desolate side. There's men working. The few women you see, appear to be working.
More
it seems
military camp style than anything else.
More so. It seems very function over form here, gentlemen, as we are all here gathered tonight in a very similar manner. Yes, and you gentlemen are ushered forth, flanked on both sides. 2 pairs of rangers kind of escort you with this Darden character who's introduced himself further ahead. You gentlemen are ushered forward, and there seems to be a bit of halt suddenly in your progress as the two gate sentries, who seem to be very similar clad as the rest of the gentlemen. They don't seem like they're distinguished by uniform as one would suspect. Kind of stop the gentleman in front of you, and the whole parade comes to a halt. Who goes there? Ah, well, it's me, Darden. I have friends of Brandon Riger's. So there's some murmuring and whispering between these two guardsmen who stand between you and this large portcullis that leads into this probably like what could be like a 30-foot tall stone structure. You count at least 3 towers bordering it, and it seems like it's fairly well stationed. Let's see. And after another minute or two, the guardsman kind of give a gesture, and Darden turns to you boys and, well, gentlemen, it seems we're on our way in. And you gentlemen are ushered forth ever yonder.
After you.
Who would like to make the first roll of the session?
Oh, shoot. I cannot, so that's what someone's.
to see who the party would like to encounter. Casey, you may roll the physical dice if you're really jonesing to do so.
I want to roll. Skeezewell's gonna. We are the Crimson Bones. Where's Brandon Riger? We do not deserve this peasant treatment. Show us to our corners.
Oh, goodness. Damn.
Alright, lay down the law.
All right, Jerry.
Welcome
What do you-
back, Skeezewell.
This is an intimidation.
So be it. Hey, so be it. So that wasn't the role I had in mind, but it's the role that we'll use to start off the session today.
So I basically just add 7 to what I roll on the die, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're really jonesing to roll physically, I will allow it. I suppose, even though it isn't what I intended. It's good already. Get out of there. Oh, this is joyous.
All these years.
Oh, this is joyous. There's also, carefully, gentlemen. There's also a 4-sided dice that must be rolled to determine what occurs initially in this session. So
We gotta roll all the dice.
that roll has a great. Do you want to roll that dice as well?
I'm okay with him doing that.
Hell yeah.
Okay, very good. So yeah. Oh, is there another dice in there? Come on. Get out of there. Ow! Oh, dude, be careful of this. It's so sharp.
Ow.
It's like a caltrop. Do not squeeze that in your hand.
Come on, ow.
Okay.
Where's the rolling surface? Should we put something?
Ooh, yeah, there should be a rolling surface because
Yes.
these dice are valuable and that table hard. That table strong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. Very good. We're all can see. Shit, what is that? A 3? Wow. That's right. I'm gonna send your D20 for your intimidation roll. Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
5.
That's what I'm talking about.
12.
Okay. All right. Okay. Very good. 5 and a 12. Let's see. You gentlemen enter through the portcullis way. And as you are getting through to the other side, entering into what would be a small, yard, as one would expect, nestled in between these perimeter walls here, on your way presumably to the primary entrance, Skeezewell Binbag announces the presence of the Crimson Bones for all to hear. And then assertively demands quarters. It's like, oh, we have enthusiastic guests, I see. Well, Brandon sure does know how to pick them, I suppose. And from over yonder, you can see now where this man is leading you, gentlemen. There is a large double door with another 2 guards standing in front of it. Looks very similar to all the other guards that you've seen. Whether that be purposeful or not remains to be seen. And in between them, standing in the doorway, which swings open as you gentlemen continue making your footfalls toward that, towards said doorway, is a large man. Big. Probably rivals that almost of Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, dare I say it. He's a big man. What's going on over here? Oh, I see. Very sus. There's a large man, and who you get closer to has like a resemblance almost to Brandon Riger himself, but he's clearly not the man that you gentlemen were expecting to see. He is large, very muscular, wearing what it seems to you to be hardly any armor at all. It seems like iron bands and hides and so on and so forth. This individual, certainly not some type of hedge knight or anything to that degree. He's dark of hair, and he has a tall, what would be a war hawk, I suppose would be described, on his otherwise shaven head. And you can see all these different various bumps and dents in this figure's exposed head, presumably from prior combats or incidents or something to that effect. It seems like he's seen some shit. Indeed, an eye patch covers his left eye as well, and you can see around the eye patch there is scarring that runs from the nose down the cheek, and a large black beard on this figure, and you can see a weapon protruding from over their shoulder. It seems like an axe, maybe potentially of some type. As you gentlemen get probably about 15 feet or so now, and eventually Darden kind of slows down and brings you all to a halt as this large figure looks down upon you all. Who goes there? Oh, well, easy, big man. I got friends of Brandon's over here. Friends? He didn't tell me he was having any friends coming.
Mandion looks over his shoulder and he says, "Hey, big man, you bringing us to our rooms?"
Make a charisma check, Mandion. Just charisma flat.
All right.
Not even a skill.
I will certainly give it a try.
More of an ability check than a skill check. But not a save.
Well done.
How's it going? Oh, shit, nice.
A 10.
All right. I see who I'm dealing with now. Send him on in then, I suppose. Stick close with me. And he kind of takes a step to his side and allows you all to enter, seemingly into this space if you all choose to. Darden also steps aside and allows you all to pass by, motioning for you all to do so as well.
Elizabeth's going to ask for the big man's name.
Ooh. Damn. He looks over, kind of back over his shoulder with his one blue eye. And he says to you, my name is Landon. Landon Riger.
Landon?
Yeah, as in I'm landing this airplane, oh shit.
Alright. I'll find you later, Landon.
And you gentlemen kind of walk in, and the large figure you can hear if no one looks, as you all enter into this pretty cold-looking stone space. The closing of the doors behind you as this large figure seemingly does so himself. And then you can hear his footfalls making his way behind you. So, what do they call you, Mary Watt, anyway? And you, Pipsqueak, I want to know your name as well.
Mandion raises his visor, and he looks straight at him and says, "The Metal Man."
Very good. Very good. I like that. bit of mystery. Perhaps when you speak to my father, you'll speak a bit more cleanly. Only time will tell. And the figure kind of leads you down this large hallway. And you can see various rooms off your flanks, but you head past them. It seems like you had a good few hundred feet, eventually taking a right-hand turn, seemingly heading deeper into the structure. Before you take another left-hand turn. Past a few other guardsmen on the way. Area's fairly well lit in here, it seems. This is an actively lived-in place. Presumably, you're in the Lord's house now at this time. There's no sugarcoating it, gentlemen. And eventually, you're taken to another set of larger double doors, in which the large figure takes out a key and opens up the large double doors with said key, unlocking them, pushing the doors open and entering into the space. Come, metal man, and who are you, Grey One?
I'm Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. We're the Crimson Bones.
The Crimson Bones. I may have heard a little rumor or two of the Crimson Bones. Last I heard they were in Garza. Fighting Bruo the Many, I hear. I assume that was you, large one.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Ulzgud, you say. Very good, very good. And you? Don't think I haven't noticed you over there. Those eyes.
I'm Skeezewell, Binbag of the Crimson Bones. We came from Gaza.
Very good. I suppose that checks out as such. Oh, gentlemen, this is your quarters, and he kind of lifts up his arms, and as you gentlemen enter into this room that he has just entered into, in which he's unlocked, you can see that there's a centered dining area with a table very similar to this, and off sprayed kind of like the feet of a bird, perhaps, right? There's three kind of open sided rooms, separated by a curtain, and it seems like three beds reside in there, so you have some privacy, it seems, and a dining area. There's some stained glass windows that surround the area, but other than that, it seems like you gentlemen are alone, and there's no other ways in or out of this space. You gentlemen make yourselves comfortable. Dinner's in an hour. And the figure backs out of the room and shuts the doors.
Wait, what's for dinner?
What a rude servant. Oh.
You gentlemen are left to your own devices within seemingly your quarters now, as it would be.
This is almost as Mandion Gelden expects, and he's going to dismount his suit for an hour. He will want to remount it before dinner. So, he needs to be impressive. But he's going to work on his elemental module for an hour, because he doesn't want to waste any time. Doesn't matter where he is.
So be it. So be it. Seeing a free window of opportunity as an opportunity indeed, Mandion.
71% done, I think.
Damn, eager for more. It sounds like to me. Okay, very good. Well, in the 5 minutes or so, Mandion Gelden is taking off his suit and preparing his preparations. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, Skeezewell, Binbag. Anything in particular you gentlemen are up to?
Yes. Skeezewell's going to smoke a gram of smoke leaf.
Excellent.
Attempt to have a spiritual breakthrough.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Goodness. Do you want to roll a religion check or something to that effect?
Yeah, I would actually.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Fair. I'll
I
allow
have
it.
0 in religion, so that's just a straight D20, right?
Oh, sure. I put away the dice.
Like that die.
I should have known, perhaps, with you, Master Ben. I don't think the paperplate will work. They're on top of the fridge.
They got a Beyblade arena.
And that's no lie. Oh, it's so dangerous. Drop the caltrop on the ground. Oh shit. Go right into my foot like a fucking You know what?
Step on that D4 like
I almost did.
World War I landmine.
I almost did, bro. These might be bad dice.
That's kind of what I wanted. Actually.
Are these
for this
weighted?
scene. Alright, Skeezewell uses his mage hand to hold the brand, and he lights it with his prestidigitation.
Nice.
You the smoke leaf is good. You know, you take your time. You know, or you know, rush through it. However, you know, you smoke it however you desire. You know, you seem like you're at your leisure to do so.
Skeezewell's gonna go over to Mandion's side and he's gonna say,
Mandion, we have to find a way out of here.
Mandion takes a puff on the smoke leaf and blows it into his module to see if he can get an elemental effect of smoke added to his module.
Interesting.
I want to grab this spiritual enlightenment that he's given me and put it in my module.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, Mandion, I'm just gonna go lie down and think about it. How to get out of here.
I'll let him do that.
I don't know what to say. Do you want to roll for that or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can make your intelligence check, and
Very
we'll factor that in there, along with your suit crafting ability. It'll all be one and the same. This drug process. Oh my god! Awesome.
the cannabis infusion.
Oh, too high. I rolled a 2.
No way. No way, dude. That's crazy talk. Alright, okay. Hold on here. Let's see. I guess that was kind of good. Let's see. Your roll wasn't good. Don't worry about that. Oh.
Just roll the real dice.
I know, I should have.
Well.
That's good.
I should have. Then I'd have to do math.
Well, like, for some of like the spells and the weapons, it'd just be impossible because you have
Yeah.
to like
What's that?
3d6, so like 3d8.
3d6 plus 3
We-
plus 1.
We would need more
parentheses
dice.
2.
We would need more dice. That's for sure. Okay, so you gentlemen are led into this area.
Do I get smoke advantage or what?
Mandion, what if we like infuse the smoke into the module?
Skeezewell, that's what I'm trying to do. Help.
Skeezewell, how would Skeezewell help, though?
Indeed. I don't know if you. I'll tell you. You probably need to help.
You could blow the smoke into the module with me.
Alright,
Or
let's try
dodge.
both smoking and then blowing it into the module at the same time.
I do it.
This is such bullshit. I'll give you advantage on the intelligence. You can roll again, just regularly. I'm going to take the best out of the two. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Okay. Alright.
Wow.
You gentlemen exhale the smoke leaf from your mortal coils into this immortal suit of dank adamantine magically infused armor.
Just the module.
Presumably just the module on the ancient armor, naturally, of course. No. That oh my god. And it gets absorbed in through the exhaust vents
I think it's working.
in a very odd, peculiar way, Mandy and Gelden, that you didn't truly expect to work. But it seems that indeed the smoke leaf has been infused
Yes.
with the suit. And now you will have the, effects of smoke leaf
Thank you.
in your suit for a good little while, it seems.
Excellent.
And
What
we'll
does
cross
that-
that bridge when we comes to
What
it.
does that feel like?
He doesn't know. He's not in there yet. He's still working. He'll be working on the elemental module.
I'll have
Don't know what
defensive
dinner.
bonus against smoke damage. Who knows?
Hell.
We'll find out.
It will be hot
We'll find
box
out.
when he's ready.
If I didn't try it, then I'd never know. So
with that being clearly said. You know what? Shit. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, what are you up to in your quarters? In a strange place.
Are there any animals running around?
Fuck no.
No
Fuck
rats,
no. No animals.
No mice.
Make a survival check to hunt for rodents in this space. I tell you what, I doubt it. 16 is pretty gosh dang good. I would say you probably caught a glimpse of one as you entered, but it quickly evacuated the premises, and you would have to wait patiently in one way or another to see if the rodent would return.
Well then, I'm just gonna study my bones and admire my bones in my collection.
So be it. So be it. More than acceptable. More than acceptable. An hour passes by. Mandion Gelden, you may roll a d6.
D6. All right.
Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good. You get another 5% added to your elemental module. Smoke leaf kind of slows you down a little bit.
That's expected. That's all right. That must be 76. I'll check that later.
And roll another d4, why don't you too?
Well, we got the other Barbarian. Mandion.
D4.
Suzanne.
Ooh, I am.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's what you wanted.
All right.
Oh, that's what you wanted. That was really good. First things first, you can add another 4% to your elemental suit completion.
Okay.
And that was a double entendre roll. So that will affect who enters into this room next. That 4.
Shoot. Okay. This is plus
That's how much I like it.
5% to 1.
That's how much I like it. Okay, so you gentlemen are left in these quarters for an hour, analyzing the area, working on your various doodads, crafting this, that, the third, trying to have a spiritual breakthrough to no avail. And you hear a boom, boom, boom upon the door. Someone's knocking. May I enter? A voice rings out, muffled on the other side of the door.
Yes.
The door opens. Enters in a figure, hooded, who draws back the hood to reveal not only then Brandon Reiger himself,
Oh.
Yeah.
the man, the myth, the legend, enters into your room, and quickly withdraws his travel cloak to unveil his sick person underneath. A Brandon Reiger like you've never seen before.
Whoa.
Look at how beautiful he is.
Wow.
His piercing blue eyes, his kind of like rogue, leather mishmashed armor situation he has going on, a bow on his back, and arrows ready. He looks very pleased to see you all.
Ulzgud will greet him with a handshake.
My friend, good to
Good
see you. Of course. Of course. I was starting to think you gentlemen wouldn't be able to make it. Huh.
Mandion gives him a slight salute before greeting him in the room.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh, you couldn't believe the road that it took to get here.
And he closes the door as more guardsmen walk on by. Their patrol constant and routine.
Never underestimate the Crimson Bones.
I suppose so. Master Binbag, a pleasure to see you as well.
Yes, indeed. The pleasure's going all around.
Quite lucky you gentlemen weren't swept away without a chance for me to get a chance to talk to you all in private. Events are moving a little quickly indeed, as I'm sure I think you've met one of my kin already.
Landon.
Landon, that big brute, yes. He's nice enough, but when he wants things done his way, it's that way and no other way, I can assure you of that. But he's good enough people. My eldest brother, him he is, a pretty wild man. Anywho, how are you gentlemen enjoying your stay so far? Have you freshened up for dinner? Doesn't quite look like it.
Yeah, we're just hanging out for right now.
I see. Well,
I'm ready.
excellent, Master Bone-Breaker, as usual, yes.
If you wouldn't mind helping me in my suit, I'll be ready right away.
No.
Oh, not me, Mandy.
Oh,
Skeezewell gets up to.
thank you, Skeezewell.
Very, very good.
Ulzgud keeps playing with his goblin rib.
See, the Bone-Breaker kind of like fiddling with this little goblin rib over there. I don't call him the Bone-Breaker for nothing. Fascination with the bones seems, constant and
He's the bone breaker.
and excellent, really, truly. So, how was your stay at Garza, gentlemen?
Great. Weather was great.
Very good, very good. I hear you made a bit of a name for yourselves. Joined the Mercenaries Guild, perhaps.
What did you hear?
Joined the Mercenaries Guild, perhaps.
Yes, we did do that.
Skeezewell takes out his badge and presents it.
Crimson Bones, it says.
Well, very good. Following in the footsteps of Barrack Ondarian. I'm glad to see it, and so will the people of this land. They need fine, upstanding folk like you, especially people who can lift more than their fair share to help those who can.
Well, we hope to not end up exactly in his footsteps, because we know how that ends.
Yes. Incredible. Anyway, I trust you all know that you'll be enjoying a delicious banquet this night alongside my ward father, Kevin Ryger. And I expect you all to, show the utmost respect and candor during your dinner there. And please, I ask you not to divulge any information in regards to what I've spoken to you about in the days when last we met, in regards to Kaltong and the river and the Dark Elves. We'll just keep that on the DL for now. Not everyone knows about that.
Would you have anything that you prefer us maybe say we're here for then?
I'm not sure what to do, fellas. I gotta be honest with you. I feel if I'm honest with my ward father and tell him that you gentlemen are here to do some type of assignment for me without his consent, forewarned, he'll tell me no and tell you gentlemen to fuck right off. However, I feel if I bend the truth in one way or another and come up with something that perhaps, I think you gentlemen are just promising and would perhaps be a great asset to my liege lord and Herr Father. It's up to you boys. I'm not sure. What do you guys think I should do?
Well, it's always easier to apologize than to ask for permission. We don't have to be here for any reason. We're your guests.
Why would your father be against that in the first place?
Well, he's just grown old, is all. Yes, and he's, it's... He'd rather look than weep nowadays. And he'd probably feel that, it's not his idea, so it probably isn't worth doing, truth be told. He has that way about him sometimes. And it's only gotten worse as he's gotten older.
Well, instead of convincing him, what if we ask him for work separately? Do you think that he would recommend doing something similar if we were to push him to action?
Oh, I don't know. It's so risky. If the assignment I wanted to dispatch you boys on went wrong, knowing that it was Brandon Reiger who, or the Reiger household who were to officially send it, then it could cause war. So it is a quite a risky assignment. Which is partially the reason why I haven't brought it up. So I don't imagine I would have gotten very far if I had.
There are other ways of convincing people.
Go on, Master Binbag.
Let's just say I have the power of suggestion.
Suggestion, you say? Interesting. If you're planning on using sorcery on my father, I'm afraid it may not work. The throne room is heavily enchanted. So you'd have to find him outside of, where one would be designated to find him, and that may prove difficult.
Perhaps more conventional persuasion. Either way, whatever he tells us to do, we'll do what you do instead. What you say.
I appreciate that, Crimson Bones.
You've earned our loyalty.
Too kind. And Brandon Reiger does a bit of a courtesy nod in respect and acknowledgement to this deal, especially if no one does anything to stop it.
Mandion nods along in agreement.
Very good. Anyway, do be wary of my brothers. They are interesting, every last one of them.
What's the deal with Landon?
Landon's, well, I'm sure he'll talk about himself plenty once we get in there. He's a big ranger on assignment down with the Sunglass household, down south toward the Badlands, near the crag and so on. I haven't spoken to him in quite a little while. He's only been back about a day or two. I've only been back about a day or so myself. I ended up getting a little carried away on the way back home. And I hear Loki or Bitterroot had a run of bad luck. Sorry to hear that.
Skeezewell takes out the map and judges the distance.
Do you know any specifics on that?
I just saw that the great tree had moved with great haste, and I feared for the worst.
Well, if you must know, he is near the Trident River.
Oh, very good. Very good.
We have had word from him. He's alright.
Yes. I take it you gentlemen are still interested in taking out this assignment, regardless of its official acknowledgement or not, as per our agreement.
As for the agreement.
I say let's just do it.
Very good.
Agreed.
You may hear some things in there that may sway your minds, or people may try to take advantage of your the power that they see before them. Crimson Bones, so do be wary. The courts of this day and age are devilish places.
As long as the Crimson Bones are compensated fairly. As always.
Yes.
I'll do the best that I can. And Brandon Reiger turns and kind of placing his travel cloak back on around his person and redonning his hood, pushes out the doors and enters back out into the hallway and beckons you all over yonder as well to escort you through the halls.
Let's do it.
I agree.
Very good. It is as such. You gentlemen start making your way, following Brandon Reiger, as he takes you further down these large arched hallways, for again quite another few hundred feet or so, until finally you come to the end of the hallway, and it's not some side door as such. It is a proper, the road ends here quite clearly, and there's a rather grand double door, which is already opened and quite warmly lit in comparison to the rest of the cold stone that this establishment has consisted of thus far. let's see. And you gentlemen enter into this rather warm space, the sound of music greeting your sweet eardrums. A roaring fire. Probably like 36 people or so in this space. It's like a large, almost, what would it be? Kind of like Hogwarts style, you know, like long tables that stretch almost the entirety of the room, and then eventually almost form a U, probably like 60 feet of table, you know, and then forms a U, in which there's, you know, more magnificent chairs pre-placed there. The centermost one at the very end of the U, looking the most magnificent. Sitting in the chair, his arms resting as such, a older man. Seems to you all dressed in quite fine robes. Off to his left, an empty chair, and off to the left of that chair, seems like the large man in which you all encountered before, Landon Ryger, this large eye patch brute, seems to be already enjoying a meal, it seems, of sorts. And off to what you can only presume is the Lord's right is this other figure, which you gentlemen have not seen yet, strikes a resounding resemblance to Brandon Ryger as well. Blue eyes, dark of hair, this little black goatee. This one has, and quite cleanly shaven. This one dressed in more like robery. Skeezewell Binbag, give me an Arcana check, please, as you enter into the space, being ushered ever further and furthermore with Brandon. You guys are all kind of like tentatively, you know, waddling behind Brandon Ryger, you know, trying to figure out
Arcana
where.
0. 15.
Oh shit, that's quite good. You sense a sorcerer in your midst.
A sorcerer.
You sense a fellow sorcerer in your midst. No doubt about it, Master Binbag.
Noted.
And you gentlemen push your way along. Probably what would be about halfway or so on the right-hand side of this U. A large Skyrim style, you know, like hearth is in the center of this, you know, like U table, just, you know, warming and roaring up the, you know, the entire space. Mandion Gelden, give me a Constitution check. You're riding in your hot box suit right now.
I did take down the visor as I entered, out of respect.
Good. Oh, excellent.
Constitution flat.
Yeah, just a check. Not even a save. It's pretty good.
15.
That's pretty good. Yeah, no issue. You'll probably be able to stave off the heat of this hearth in your suit for probably, you know, a good few hours.
Nice.
Especially if you get a little alcohol in you.
Ooh. Am I getting any extra smoke leaf effect?
You're definitely feeling it, yeah. Oh yeah. You know, you're definitely riding the buzz still. You know, right? You know, your come down has not arrived yet. I would say, Master Gelden, most certainly.
Excellent. I'll be extra perceptive.
And Brandon kind of turns around, like, gentlemen, here, take a seat here. And there's, you know, three chairs set up for you boys. With the plates already set, empty, clean. You know, seems
very good.
Everyone's set.
Do we need to sit down, or would it seem somewhat acceptable to maybe perhaps approach the lord of the house?
Ooh.
Mandion Gelden will sit down.
Give me a wisdom check. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, I suppose. You can give me wisdom attribute flat. – Okay.
It's a negative 1. So
Oh shit.
18.
Oh. Okay. You're like, probably now probably isn't the time. Probably best to fit in with the boys. But keeping an eye out for the opportunity. You sharply watch Ulzgud Bone-Breaker for the time to make a good first impression. But now may not be the time, it seems to you.
Well, I'll keep my eye out and I'll take a seat.
Very good. It's the seating arrangement. Not that it really matters. Who's closest?
Mandion
to
took the
board?
middle seat and started eating immediately.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Very good.
Ulzgud's on the
Closest.
Lord's side.
Okay. Very good.
You knew what
Hey,
he was doing.
You're closest to the exit. I guess as it would be.
That makes sense.
Skeezewell would like to check if anyone else besides me.
Very good, Skeezewell. It seems so. It seems like the music and people are boisterous. There's drinks being had. There's
Skeezewell,
yeah. It seems like the Lord over yonder is eating. It seems like a few, seems like people are just eating it as it comes, eating it as it goes. There's a smorgasbord of food already laid out before you. You need simply just reach out and take it. It is like your plates are all nice and clean. And then just over yonder, on like the other end of the table, close to the hearth to keep everything warm, it's just food. Just it's almost any type of food that you gentlemen can desire. And any special preferences for the characters this evening? It's available.
Nice.
For
Just all the meat.
I'm looking for a leg of lamb.
It's there. Just like that, yeah.
Mandion's gonna be taking like a loaf of bread and like a bunch of sausage, like breaking the loaf in half.
Ooh.
Just like stuffing the sausage in the middle. Like a big old like sausage loaf sandwich. I've never seen such exquisite meat.
And some of these people have never seen such exquisite, colorful travelers. You see, they are checking you guys out. They're watching Ulzgud just chicken, lobster, fish. Little frog leg. Perhaps you also spot.
Can we
Ulzgud Bone-Breaker.
hear any of the conversation being had? Is there anything that catches our ears?
Ooh! It seems. You kind of like watch out of the corner of your eye, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, as you are. Oh damn! There's a block of pizza left. Look at all that, huh?
Hey, pass me some of that, cowboy.
Oh, he passed me a tankard of ale.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Cheers. Dude, tell you, those large pizza, nice roast beef, fucking huge pizza. Nice roast beef. I'm okay, sir. Thank you. Just excellent, gentlemen. Just excellent. All right, where were we? Oh yeah.
Was there any talk that could be overheard?
You watch out of the corner of your eye, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, as you're pounding meat, pound upon your sweet ass pound plate. You watch as like Brandon Ryger heads over yonder, kind of like takes a seat over in presumably one of the disposed locations for him to sit at. And there they sit. It seems like for quite a little while. I mean, it doesn't seem like too much conversing is being had. You see the large one, Landon, kind of speak something or other to Brandon Ryger, but it's difficult to hear. How about a perception check, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, as your passive 15 won't be enough to get you out of this one. You'll need something higher.
Nice. Oh, there we go. Nice.
Nice. Okay. You hear kind of I think they're kind of funny. I don't know. I think you've done okay, boy. But what are they doing here anyway? And then Brandon Riker responds something, but you're unable to hear him. But this large figure, is quite easily able to be heard. His voice reverberating down the Mead Hall. You kind of hone your primal, senses in and target that source in particular. But you're unable to make out Brandon's half of the conversation. But it seems like he's speaking about you, the Bone-Breaker, or the Crimson Bones at large.
They think we're funny boys.
Many very funny.
Well, better they think funny than enemies, in my opinion.
True.
I bring that fine tavern Slaz over here. You hear someone call out over yonder. So on and so forth. Some ladies around here you take note of, the squeal, every now and then the occasional squeal of, this, that, or another wench being grabbed this way or another way, as is par for the course in an environment such as this.
What is the primary race here?
Riding off that 20 perception check. That's a great question.
Are there any exceptions to that?
Ooh. It seems that there's a pretty healthy smorgasbord. A pretty nice variety. A fairly diverse crowd. You don't take note of very many beast folk. There's not very many cat people or, Argonians around here. It seems to you, nor are there very many dark elves. However, you see almost every other race of man. And if you're not mistaken, now that you're seeing almost what you believe to be the entire Riker lineage wind up, you think maybe they're Imperials by nature, just due to the, just how they are.
Okay.
The large one having a much darker skin tone than his brethren, presumably from being out in the sun a good deal more. And that's kind of the the more true complexion, perhaps you suspect, of these individuals. Pretty interesting. But you take note of Nords in here. You take note of what you presume to be Bretons, spread out and so on. A lot of men, not very many elves. But it doesn't seem like there's any kind of hard to say. You wouldn't think there's any ill will likely in that direction. It seems like a pretty happy atmosphere. Everyone partaking in their delicious meals. For probably a good, I don't know, almost as long as you don't want to sit there. Before you know it, a good hour or so goes by.
I would like to eat until I'm Mandion's completely full. Because we usually don't get actually fresh cooked meal. So
it's pretty good. And, not everything is perfect or, excellent. And it's also, of course, hard for us to imagine. It's a lot less, sweet and so on and so forth, this, that, and the third, but it's great. It's excellent.
Alright.
Walk away with little complaints.
You said Skeezewell knows there's a sorcerer? Is that what you said? Alright, Skeezewell wants to use message to discreetly send a message to this sorcerer. Without looking. But I just have to point.
Okay. Alright, what is your message? Wait, hold on. Will you give me the casting of message, please? So that I can see it in all its glory. interesting. Okay. All right. What is your message?
Do you have magical artifacts for sale? Or perhaps are you looking to buy?
Do you look, Skeezewell Binbag, in the direction
Skeezewell
of your...
does not look, but he
Okay.
must point.
Okay.
His fist is on the table pointing.
Okay. You wouldn't know, but the figure, kind of looks up from there. Kind of looking around, a little like confused. And
Can I see the man looking around?
you
I
can.
obviously I can't hear. But...
You can. I don't know if you would necessarily notice if you've been, keenly watching, but, I mean, it's possible for you to see, I would say, certainly.
Okay. Just wondering.
Do you want to see it?
I was thinking about it.
Do you want to give me a perception check to see what you
Sure.
see?
Might as well roll it.
Why not?
See what happens.
It's possible. Unlikely, but I wouldn't say without the realm of possibility at all.
We'll see. Never know what happens.
Let's see, and this figure can utter a response to your message
That only I can hear.
as well. Yeah, a correspondence.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, you are. You're enjoying yourself.
I'm eating.
You're enjoying yourself. Your eyes don't wander too far from your plate. Except to look at your tankard. You're like, oh, thank God, this fucking pre-shucked squid is fucking excellent.
The best.
Any squid you don't have to shuck yourself is fucking the best kind of squid, if you ask me.
It's definitely not shucked as good as Mandion would be able to, but still pretty good. It's passable.
Oh. All right, and you gentlemen. Let's see. Yeah, don't know shit. Skeezewell Binbag, you get a reply. What is... How strange. Who are you?
Do I have to cast it again?
Yes. Yes.
Skeezewell Binbag. The Crimson Bones. A fellow sorcerer.
A fellow sorcerer, you say?
Couldn't you see? I could sense you when I first entered this room.
Kind of looks around again. It's like, oh, I see. You must be one of those. Well, very good. I'll get up and move over to the side of the room in a moment. Come speak with me.
Skeezewell doesn't reply to that.
Huh? Very good.
And he has not looked yet.
Very good. A few seconds pass. Probably like half a minute or so. The gentleman kind of turns to his side and says something to the old man in this large chair. And the old man kind of like nods and gives a flick of the wrist. And this robed gentleman gets up and excuses himself and heads over to the right side of the room, kind of like beyond where some pillars are holding up the great vaulted ceiling, kind of over yonder in the shadow.
Skeezewell's gonna wait, mandatory cool period.
I gotta go find a place to take a leak.
Skeezewell gets up and goes to join the sorcerer.
Okay, very good. Very good. Before long, Skeezewell Binbag, you are in intimate contact with this robed individual. Orange robe, or orange finery, his black goatee glistening, his blue eyes very fine. Seems like perhaps a Ryger family tree trait, these cold blue eyes, and a nice fine floppy hat in which the flop dangles over the head. giving a little bit of style and flair to this individual. The figure looks at you. Yes, I can only assume that was you, Sir Binbag. I
Yes,
suppose I'll call you.
'twas I.
Quite strange. And what was it you were looking for again? Artifacts of some kind or something, some sort?
I wasn't sure what to say. I haven't seen another sorcerer in these lands.
Ah, I see. Quite
I
curious.
searched for more than artifacts, guidance, papers, scrolls.
Oh. Very interesting. Well, perhaps we do have something to talk about after all. The name is Jacob Ryger, at your service. Tell me, will you be staying in our humble abode long?
We've been given quarters.
I see. Well, perhaps there'll be plenty of time for us to talk in the future. Here is hardly the appropriate place.
Indeed.
But you certainly have my attention, Mr. Binbag. Yes.
And where is that bathroom?
Why? Just over yonder, sir. And he points over his shoulder.
Skeezewell hurries off, wordless.
Okay, very good.
Stealthy.
Very good. You gentlemen watch Mandion, Gelden, and Ulzgud Bone-Breaker as the figure who went in this direction of Skeezewell Binbag returns, with no Skeezewell Binbag to be seen as of this moment, and returns to his seat, joining the rest of the feast. Skeezewell Binbag returns back, but in a minute or two later.
More wine, please. Skeezewell yells.
Someone comes over yonder and pours you your wine as such. You hardly even have to wait. The words hardly leave your mouth, Master Binbag, before your request is satiated.
Sorry, my intro.
No,
Is this like a large hall, like big ceiling?
It's pretty big.
And, like, wide.
yeah, big old.
Are there like things hanging on the wall, like decorations and junk and stuff like that?
You take note of a good amount of green and white heraldry. You know, the colors of the faction as you know them to be.
Okay.
Nothing too particular, significant to you.
Nothing bronze and dwarven colored?
No.
Or old looking?
No.
Alright.
You surmise, probably, Mandy and Gelden, that any ancient decorations that didn't quite fit their style, they probably took to some type of, basement corridor or, some storage room or something to that effect, or did away with them.
Okay.
There's certainly, you don't spot anything that seems to be of ancient Nordic make or model or,
He has to keep his eye out.
dwarven or...
That was the schooling. He asked it.
Very good. Your keen eyes. Every corner checked by the Crimson Bones. No matter the you know what.
That's right.
Is there any conversing being had amongst yourselves during the feast? There's certainly plenty of time for verbal soiree.
Side-Fax would have loved this. Even more than Red-Faced Jacks.
Who's Side-Fax again?
Skeezewell says it between mouthfuls of meat.
He was that bartender back at Refugees Rest.
Oh, yeah, Refugees Rest.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. Same guy.
Ulzgud raises a glass to Side-Fax.
It's a Side-Fax.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheer! Like the whole, you start the wave, the whole room embarks in a cheers for,
Nice.
whoever to them. But to you gentlemen, Sci-Fax Timber Hollow.
The bartender.
The bartender turned bard.
The bartender turned bard.
The bartender.
The bartender.
Oh. Yeah, excellent. You gentlemen return back to your seats. and it's probably only another half hour or so. And Brandon Reiger comes making his way up back to you gentlemen over in your seating quarters. You gentlemen just about full now at this time after about an hour and a half of straight consumption. You know, and having pretty much every flavor and sweet you gentlemen desire. It's looking good. It's looking good. You're looking full. You're looking juicy, like you're in a movie. And Brandon Reiger comes making his way over. He's like, "Hey ho, boys! Take you all. You've all been enjoying the feast thus far."
Ulzgud still eating. Yeah, pretty good.
Very good, very good. Well, when you gentlemen are ready, my father is prepared to meet you.
Oh, Ulzgud stands right up.
Nice.
Mandion will rise as well.
Nice. Gentlemen all rise up. He's like, "Oh, well, the Crimson Bones come to life." And Brandon Reiger ushers you all over yonder, down past the table, hall, mead area, around the corner, past the big, large, eye-patched individual who you know by the name of Landon. And you head over toward this, what's probably a 70-year-old, 80-year-old, old man. His hair long since grayed, his muscles withered, has a bit of a stoic look in his eye, but other than that gleam of, perhaps once youthfulness, he is definitely past his prime. It seems to you. Ah, yes. These must be who you told me about, Brandon. Come. What are your names, strangers?
Ulzgud steps forward. I'm Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, and I will take a knee.
Oh, shit.
And I will reach into my bag, and I will present him with a dire wolf leg bone as a sign of respect.
Damn, give me a performance check, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, why. Goodness, you certainly know how to make a first impression, young... What are you, an orc?
Yes.
I see, young orc. Oh, you don't reek of them. Very good. It is a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Brandon, you didn't tell me they'd be so well-mannered. You, in the middle. What is your name?
Mandion Gelden steps forward, mask up. He has taken out a sharp dagger from his inventory, and he cannot get on one knee too easily, so he kind of brings the dagger on his hands out to the old man.
Damn.
He says, "This is the dagger from a great apprentice of the Tinkerers. Please accept it."
Need a deception check, Mandion Gelden. With advantage, I guess. Whatever.
What does he know about it?
Not much, so you get advantage. But it probably still won't be enough on this one. It's like, yes, well, Brandon, you'll take that, won't you? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Excellent. What about you? I saw you speaking with my son. What was that about?
Oh. I only seek spiritual guidance.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Make a fucking deception check. all this spiritual talk that's coming from tonight. But if you think that's the wave you're riding,
Your pious, pious son. I knew it the moment I saw him. He'd lead me to the righteous path. Yes.
I see. You must be one of those religious pilgrims, one of those outlanders, if I'm not mistaken, yes?
Yes. I have nothing to give, my lord, but my thanks.
Very good, very good. At least you're an honest bunch. You have a good, decent amount of life about you. That's good. That's good, Brandon. You've done good bringing them here. That's good. Why are they here? You've got to tell me. What is the nature of their business? Father, that will be unveiled after the feast. I'm sure we'll have some time to talk. Very good, very good. We'll wrap it up soon then. I grow tired. Yes, Father. And Brandon Reiger kind of like bows and ushers you gentlemen kind of like back the way you came.
Was it Brandon who grabbed the dagger?
Yes.
I asked Brandon for the dagger back as we get far enough away.
Yeah. He's walking along with you. And he's like, "Yeah, here, take this."
I took it back on the
Dagger of the guild.
He totally bought it.
I guess that's true. Well, you just didn't have to do much talking. That was pretty good. I appreciate the respect.
It's all part of the plan. Don't worry. Got you covered.
Just sit back down. Enjoy yourselves, please. And get ready.
Ulzgud wants to have like a little powwow with the Crimson Bones real quick.
Now's the time. You gentlemen, do you want to return back to your seats at the table, or will you?
We're kind of away for a second, right?
Kind of, sort of. You're kind of, sort of. You're kind of just like marching back down to your seats along the
I
table
guess when
way.
we get back to our seats, then. And
It is such.
what do you guys think about presenting it as like a little favor for us? We're asking House Reiger for some help clearing out the Kaltong area. We live there, and it has been, a hardship for a while, and we need help.
We could.
If
We
we
could.
need that.
Yeah. It's viable.
And yeah, that's about all I got.
We could say that if we get caught doing what Brandon wants us to do, we can say that Brandon was just helping us and we asked him for help, defending our homeland.
Yeah.
And he was being selfless. He wasn't doing anything for, Yeah, that can be our defense if we just don't want to ask straight up. Brandon's about helping us, we weren't helping him. That's all.
Yeah.
Let me do the talking. I've got a meeting out of the palm of my hand.
Nice.
I'm okay with that.
Sick, boys. All right, well, very good. Okay, well, with that being said, you gentlemen return to your seats and continue sipping upon your drinks and doing so on. Is anyone doing any hard drinking or anything to that effect tonight? The opportunity to consume vast amounts of alcohol has been at your fingertips for the last hour and a half. Does anyone overindulge?
It depends. If Mandion was still high on smoke leaf the whole time, then he hasn't had anything to drink yet.
Okay, all right. I would say that'd be the case. But you're
Good.
definitely, your buzz is definitely gone by now, of the smoke leaf suit enhancement.
Okay.
But it's
The
kept up your appetite for the evening.
Mandion will have a drink now that is worn off.
Okay, all right, very good.
So no.
Ulzgud has been eyeballing Landon this whole time and watching his drinking habits and mirroring them.
Damn,
Almost in a competition type of way.
damn.
All right.
Damn. Roll a fucking roll a D12.
Well, the real D12, man.
Do it.
Good too, yeah. Not that you can see.
Yeah.
I think this is the.
Not that you can actually see. Does anyone have a phone light? Someone help out our hero.
11.
Ooh, 11. 11 it is.
Oh.
11.
Nice.
You're 11 tankards of ale in.
Wow.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you sit down, and you're like, now it's all a little bit different now, because now this means you've had 10, and then you went up to Lord Kevin Riger, and you got on one knee, and you were like, "My lord."
For some reason, it's not opening my character sheet right now.
Hey, not a huge deal. Not a huge deal.
I need the Constitution check.
Do I need to roll it for you?
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
Sounds
Easily
good.
done. Easily done.
For some reason, it's just like not registering my double tap on the.
Oh.
To open the sheet.
Might just need to be reloaded. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
Alright.
That's weird.
Constitution save.
Please. Not with advantage.
Could have just rolled real dice.
You could Sometimes.
Not too bad.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You didn't act slosh just then because you weren't really feeling it. You know, you're keeping it together. You're keeping it together. Mano a mano with the large. Seems like a huntsman over there. Just to one degree or another. Down and back, sloshing it back, down and back, and you're one for one. Throughout the course of the night. You have room for another one right now. That's your 11th one. You order as you sit back down with the boys and have your powwow.
Yeah.
And unless anyone wants to do anything else, time will push forward.
Push it up.
Okay, so be it. And half an hour comes and goes. The liveliness of the evening tapers down and down. The musicians leave. The boisterous folk begin to quiet down, leave, or pass out. Whatever have you arrives first. And a lot of the U-shaped table is now vacant, as where before it was filled. And there's some men down at the very end of the table who are keeping their distance. And before too long, Brandon Riger stands up. He's like, "All please disperse. We're having a family meeting at this time. Crimson Bones, my fine guests, please, you are welcome to stay. I encourage you to do so. Everyone else, I ask you, go at this time. Take your drinks with you if you must. Farewell. Vines bless you."
Many will say at least.
Skeezewell stay.
All the other little stragglers kind of pick up and shoo off, and there's some other people that are left down at the far end of the hall, but it seems like it is what it is, and it's good enough for the ward, who seems more tired than not. It's like, yes. What is this about anyway? And it seems like all of the Riger siblings are sitting in their chairs as such, along with their Lord Liege father. And you gentlemen are invited to scooch down the U table to get a little bit closer, if you'd all like to.
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah. You gentlemen do as such. Moving ever closer. Oh. Cheers. Getting ever warmer. There's more pepperoni in the fridge, too.
Do we want more? Going to the fridge.
We should get more pepperoni, yes, please.
Alright.
Excellent idea. Crackers and cheese are going, so the pepperoni might as well, I say.
Yeah.
Hey, the pepperoni.
I don't remember where I put it. It's in a little fuck sack.
I believe
Is it on the middle there? On the left?
Raw bacon's fine.
I think it's on like the top. Is it on the top?
Yeah.
Where is it?
There it is.
Yeah, you go. Sick. Sick. Careful in there. Don't get salmonella. Carefully. Carefully.
Zong over here.
And watch over that scepter of smokeweave too. Kind of interested in that. Anyway. Oh, thank you.
Scepter.
Thank you, sir. It's heavy. Yeah.
I think it's huge. Large scepter. Ooh.
Sick. All right. So, half an hour goes by. Gentlemen are invited to scooch on down. Seems like there's a bit of a tonal shift in the atmosphere of the Great Hall. As nothing but the echoes of Brandon Reiger's voice carry on for a little ways. So, Brandon, what is it you wanted? Well, Father, I was hoping we would be able to discuss this a bit more in private, you see. Well, what's the matter? Too good for your older brothers now, are you, Brandon? What kind of talk is that? For a family. We're in this together. Well, Father, it's as you say. I simply want to bring forth the attention that the Crimson Bones so rightly deserve. I saw them put up on a righteous display down by the Trident River. Fended off a dire bear, they did. Slayed some of its children. Remarkable feats. And you can see to hear Landon over yonder. You know, the eye patch wielding brother seems pretty impressed with this feat. Perhaps as one suspected. And the other figure who's only spoken to Skeezewell Binbag thus far, Skeezewell, you know him by the name of Jacob Reiger. Mm-hmm. Yes. What is it, Brandon? Do speak up. Tell us. Come now. So they've slain some bears down by the Trident River. Many warriors have. Why bring them here to us? What is it they can do for us? What is it we can do for them? I don't seem to quite understand. Yes. The old man parrots. The robe-wearing individual. Go on, Brandon. Tell us. What's this all about? Well, I was thinking perhaps maybe we could, if all amicable, work some type of relationship, some type of deal with the Crimson Bones.
My
To
lord, the Crimson Bones seek aid for our homeland.
Brand Ryder kind of like stops. In fact, everyone looks over at Skeezewell Binbag, who chimes in.
We come from afar to House Ryger to seek assistance.
And what assistance is that exactly? Says the old man.
Mandion Gelden chimes in and says, "That was the 17th dire bear this month. Please help us. Not only that, but the raiders and the bandits."
What's the matter?
Don't forget the filthy dark elves.
Oh, not the Dark Elves.
Dark elves. What's this I hear of dark elves and raiders? Go on, guess.
Kaltong, it's a mess. It's a disaster. All around the Trident River. We just can't find any peace. And your son Brandon Reiger it's been a godsend.
Oh, is that so? What is it my son has done that's been so helpful to you, Crimson Bones? Yes?
His presence was enough to scare off the beast this time, but there's only three of us left out of our whole tribe, as you can see. What are we to do?
We're beset on all sides. We ask for your aid.
Alright. The old figure wrinkled in his elegant throne ponders the words that the Crimson Bones have spit this night. Interesting. An interesting subversion laced with great truth here and there. Nor persuasion nor deception. Well, persuasion, I think, really.
What kind of aid are we asking for?
maybe that'll be his next one.
We don't really know. It's Brandon's asking for our help to like take care of Calton.
Yeah, this is getting funny.
So we're playing that we're
So-
from there so
Yeah.
that Brandon can tell us what he actually wants us to do.
This is getting fucked up quick.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking we basically need to be like,
What do
we're
you
from the
recommend?
Caltong area, and this band of dark elves came in. They're kind of bullying us. They're messing shit up. They're not supposed to be there. The Trident River's all fucked up. We think it's because of them. We need your help.
Does Brandon Reiger have like trusted men? Do we know that?
It seems he seems to.
I would assume he does. He has his own little subsection, I would guess, just like each brother would. But go on.
We would only ask for Brandon Reiger and his men to aid us in our battle.
How many men is it that you would ask of me?
Only 3 men to match our 3.
Quite doable. Quite doable. Brandon. Yes, Father. What is it you know of these people? Is this true what they say? And Brandon Reiger's like, yes. Yes, Father. Every word they say is true. They're capable and strong. And tough times have come over Caltong, which is their home. It would seem only befitting to me, Father, that we do what we can to extend those that are on the end of our sphere of influence. Most curious. Most curious. Ah, and then
Calton will remain loyal to House Reiger. And all we need is the aid of Brandon Reiger.
the aid of Brandon Reiger, and then the other large man, Landon, stands up. His eye patch most visible. He's like, why should we send these capable warriors? Their home is under attack. Back whence they came. Seems to me we can send others to take care of that. But we send them down where the real fight is warranted, says Landon Reiger. And he sits back down. The old man's like, what is it you speak of, my eldest boy? Go on, Landon, you brute. Tell us what you really mean. I tell you what. Dark elves are one thing, but they're enemies of days past. Black elves. That's the real problem. Down to the southwest, no one's heard anything of them from weeks. Nothing good can come of that. All travelers who enter into the sands past the Badlands, into Black Elf territory, are not seen again. I'm sure there's trouble afoot there. And I must protest, the other robed figure, Jacob Reiger, chimes in as well. As Lord Richter of the courts of House Dakar in the Ebony City, I will not tolerate any misgivings toward any dark elves. Who are these dark elves that we speak of, Crimson Bones?
Why?
Mandion Gelden ruffles through his backpack for as long as it takes.
Skeezewell confers with Mandion.
But will the true answer be spoken, I guess, is the real question.
I pull out the fingerprint of Sergeant Uther Gitlett.
Oh, my boys.
That I took
You don't pull it off.
when that letter dropped from a long time ago.
Brandon Riker comes over and he's like, what is this? Mandion. That he was to show us all.
This is the fingerprints of the Dark Elf leaders.
I didn't know you had this. This is crazy. Brandon Wake whispers to you. Sorry, shame me, you and Brandon makes his way back over and hands it over to his brother and kind of takes it. His hat flop, getting in the way of his reading. He's like, oh, that's yes. I don't know the man himself, but I'm familiar with the documentation. Indeed.
You take care of the man with that fingerprint, you take care of the whole Dark Elf problem.
Well, if only it were so easy. And he hands back the letter to Brandon Riker, who hands it back to you. This guy, I must say, if House Stakar down by Cowton, it is likely through no ill will, says Jacob Riker. The past misgivings between them and the great houses and Garzas, as my brother Landon says,
Yet their ambassadors still, my lord.
is that so? In what ways?
The tribe of the Crimson Bones. This is all that's left. How
All
could you
that
say such a thing?
Give me a deception check, Mandion Gelden.
What? It's the truth. There were 4, now there are 3. This is all that's left. Did it work?
It might just need a second.
Oh,
shit.
There's 3 of them.
Well, now which one am I supposed to choose?
Now you have to roll the real dice.
The 1.
Yeah, now you have to roll the real dice. Now you need to roll a d20 and add your deception modifier, which is 0. You just need to roll 20 side dice. What is it?
It's a 1.
Yeah!
I told you to roll the 1.
Yeah! Yeah!
For all that's left.
So all that's left, the Crimson Bone. I thought the Crimson Bones was your name of your group, not some tribe. You need to get your story straight,
Well,
gentlemen.
can't call it a tribe if there's only 3 people left. It is a group now.
Alright, hold on. Skeezewell's coming in to pivot.
Well, if not against the Dark Elves, we need aid against the bears. Just bear hunters. And Breton Rider.
I suppose helping keep the Riverlands safe is not a bad thing. And then Brandon Riker chimes in. He's like, well, Father and Jacob, my lord, as it were, we're not too sure what it may be that the Dark Elves are up to down there. We only know that the great Trident River suffers, and so does Cowton, and so do our own people because of it. Indeed, it seems that these strangers, these would-be good friends of our house, are willing to do what they can to stop the tide of these evildoers, whether they be wildlife on the fritz or dark elves up to no good. And Jacob Riker kind of like scowls and looks downward, at the testful verbiage of House Stakar. It seems like he's quite a fan.
Not over here.
And the Lord Kevin Riker sits there. Very well, Brandon, you may have your way. Though they will swear no allegiance to House Riker this day, not until they have proven themselves to be both loyal and competent to this house. I like the cut of their jib, but that counts for little these days. Random, do with them what you will, but you have not my blessing one way or the other. As it should be. Now be gone, all of you. I tire of this. And then the old man gets up, so and Landon comes over and assists the old figure as they leave the area, and Brandon kind of bows, and he heads back over to you guys. Like, well, that was all right. That was all right. Almost fucked it up here or there, but that was okay. Could be better, could be worse. Not too bad, fellas. And you watch as Jacob Reiger gets up, his hat flopping. He kind of packs up a few of his books and things that were assorted along with his eating station. He carries them off in a bit of a huff.
Wait, Jacob.
He leaves. Skeezewell Binbag, now returning your cry. You gentlemen are kind of just left yourselves with a few, what seems like janitorial workers and so on that are, wrapping up from the festivities, and Brandon Reiger. Well, that went about as smooth as I could have hoped for. I'm surprised Landon even spoke up like that. That was close. But you guys did, thought pretty quick on your feet. Not bad. Won't fly in the Court of Garza, but it'll fly here.
I think we only did it just to help you even more.
Yeah, that's the. I guess I owe you gentlemen for that already. Well, hey, it all helps get you guys your money, so that's all in everyone's best interest. Yes.
I've been keeping track of the mileage fee.
Oh, but very good, Master Binbag.
What about the bones, Brandon?
What bones?
Payment.
Yes, it was good. I'm sure I'll be able to help you get some bones.
Stop the janitors. Just collect these bones. Don't you love these bones?
Skeezewell points to all the lamb, turkey, chicken, all the bones.
I'll take some.
Very well, Master Bone-Breaker. You may have your pick. I will have all the staff pile up the cartilage carcasses for you to rummage through at your leisure. As part of your payment, apparently. All right, gentlemen. And there, we will take our break for now, as we're kind of wrapping up our night. Winding down, let's see, from last we left off at our break quite some time ago. Oh, you were in the Lord's Hall. Lord Reiger's Lord's Hall, as a matter of fact, participating in a grand feast which just wrapped up. And there was a bit of a conversation that wasn't horrific, but also wasn't necessarily the most straightforward or pleasant, I suppose. It's a slight bit of friction, it seems, but not with the Crimson Bones. It seems that the figure you were trying to impress, Kevin Reiger, as it were, is seemingly allowing Brandon Reiger to do whatever he wishes, which is neither good nor bad, I suppose. And now you gentlemen are kind of just left to your own devices here in a meat hall that is getting more and more empty as time goes on. It seems like the feast is concluding, and you are here with Brandon Reiger. And I'm sure there's some things to be spoken about. I'm almost sure of it. Fuck. Shit. Does anyone have anything to say to Brandon Reiger?
It's just us and Brandon Riker now?
Pretty much, yeah. Yep, that's it. That's it. There's some, like, cleaning staff, for lack of better words, some house maids, and so on.
I would like to mention to him that he should come to the quarters we are staying in when he is ready to describe the details of what he needs help with, now that we've officially got permission.
That could be good. That could be good.
Perhaps in the morning, after we've all got some rest, we all have a clear head.
Oh, that sounds agreeable to me. Very well, gentlemen.
It's like, do I have a general feeling of the time?
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely evening. It's definitely evening.
Yeah. It's probably evening when we got here, right? Initially.
It was getting there.
Yeah.
And you've been, I don't know, feasting for what feels like hours now. So it's here's your adventuring day is certainly done.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, might as well pack it in, I guess. Let's see if we can't get an early morning.
Okay.
Does everyone else feel about that?
I ate so much.
Yeah, I'm good with packing it in, boys.
Cool. Mandion and Gelden will look for some extra food to take back to the room with them. Put in his sack.
A little extra food, huh?
A little extra sausages
I see.
in his sack if there's any laying around.
I see.
You know.
All right.
It's not thieving. We were told to eat as much as we want.
Well, you know what? That is true. All right. Well, very good. So be it. Why don't you give me some sleight of hand, Manny and Gelden, to fetch table scraps swiftly and deftly.
A 13.
You're doing an all right job.
I know.
You get 2 rations worth
Oh,
of table scraps,
nice.
which really for a banquet like this is saying,
Is that what I'm calling it? Table scrubs?
I mean, they're pretty much just rations.
Alright.
They're as you described, miscellaneous bits of goodness here and goodness there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think I need to put it in my bag of holding.
Well, very good, gentlemen. I will see you in the morning then, I suppose, unless there's anything anyone else wants to discuss with me.
Very good, Brennan. That is all from me. And we'll leave him behind.
Very well, gentlemen. Excellent work. I think that was played quite well. But we may discuss that further in the morning. And Brandon Riker bids you all adieu.
Very good.
Before long, you are ushered off to your quarters by one of the servants, if you gentlemen don't had on your way already.
I would like to keep my eyes out for any more little rodents or little animals that may
I
be
understand.
scurrying about.
All the while. Give me a survival check, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. Give me a little taste of that survival. Give me a little taste.
7.
7. See if that ever fucking loads. A 7. I would say you do take note of a pretty decent sized rat. It scurries along in the hallway.
Can I pounce on it?
You can try. Give me an athletics check, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. To strike upon the rat.
Darn.
No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. You get a glimpse of the creature's tail as you step upon it, but it quickly slips away, squealing about and slipping into a nearby crack. As you continue marching with the Crimson Bones and are led back to your quarters, gentlemen.
Very good.
The door closes behind you, and you are left alone.
I dismount my suit.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So be it. So be it. Your suit dismounted, and unless anyone wants to do anything other than go to bed, which is about the right time.
Skeezewell's ready.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. The Crimson Bones tuck into your respective little bedroom hovels that are adjoined to this central dining space and head on in for the night.
Can I roll hit dice during this time?
Yes, but not yet. Not yet. Soon. And you gentlemen begin your long rest. If you do not want to regenerate any hit dice tonight, you may spend hit dice instead, as per our usual long rest rules. So Skeezewell Binbag, if you desire to spend hit dice now to rejuvenate your health as you sleep tonight, you may roll pretty much as many hit dice as you desire for a long rest.
Alright, it says D6. Does that mean it's really a D6 though?
Yes. Yeah. And then you would add your Constitution modifier.
Alright.
Dare I say it?
Solid 1.
What a piece of shit.
What is my Constitution modifier? 5.
You wish. you wish, you motherfucker.
2.
That sounds more correct. Oh, my eyes. Yeah, yep, 2. Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Shit just ain't willing to dick. Oh, dick and ease. Well, that's alright, we'll change it up. We'll see what we can do.
What is that?
2.
Hit dice in the dead of night.
It's the one closest to.
You fucking talk like that. Make me spit. Make me spit all night. Whoa. Making me feel all night.
He's doing it.
He's doing it. He's doing it. I wonder if this is any good. Not bad. Alright. You gentlemen are sleeping now. Good night. resting at last. The confines of your beds, you are undisturbed for this night's sleep. Resting well. And resting until the early morning. When about 7 a.m. or so, you gentlemen rise from your beds to find the early morning daylight peeking in through your glass windows of your fine stone abodes. Your bed's comfortable. Your rest fine and dandy. And yourselves roused this morning.
Oh. You said there's windows in here?
There's a few.
Are we on the first floor? Ground floor, whatever you
Yes.
want to call it.
Yeah. Yes. I would say that's true.
Okay. Mandion Gelden will mount his suit immediately.
Alright. So it up.
Going from 12 AC to 17 AC.
That's quite the difference.
Helps.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
A steadfast thing to do.
Ulzgud heads out,
Oh,
looking for a training ground.
Damn.
alright.
Ulzgud Bone-Breaker's done. He's leaving. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, you head out. Back the way once you came, as far as you can recollect. Leaving the rest of the Crimson Bones behind this morning and making your way outside, back into the courtyard from whence you came. Out kind of like here. Out around here. And your ass is looking around for stuff to do. Give me a perception check, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. You're looking around, you're looking at all this sick shit. There's some sick shit to be found. It's still pretty early in the morning. Should be said. Everyone else benefits from long rest as well, of course. LOL. But you all know that already. I don't even have to re-say
I know
it.
it.
Wasn't that fucking sad? Alright. You're walking along the center of this like hamlet, outskirts of the keep, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, and eventually you hear some raised shouting from over yonder. And you look down across the way, and you see what looks like a crowd has gathered. A impromptu ring of cheering and jeering is over before you. It seems like soldiers are, saying this, that, and the third, and there's all manners of, hype occurring over in that direction. And you also see that a good portion of these men are flowing out of this other structure that resides on its lonesome on one end of the palisade perimeter. It catches your eye as well.
Go check out the Null.
You head on over, kind of parting your way through the crowd. Most people are a good deal shorter than you. And you push through Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, only to find that there is a beast. Two. Indeed. Fighting and cooing at one another. Bird-like in nature and resembling almost that of like a turkey with a fan tail. Why don't you give me a nature check, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, as this is a pretty interesting looking critter.
Oh.
A mixture of colors and plumage adorn this interesting beast. And there seems to be two of them in this fighting ring, and they are being poised against one another in some kind of like cockfight-esque arena. An 8, Master Bone-Breaker. You believe this creature to be some type of woodland grouse, though you know not its name.
Okay.
Or any other real features about it. What strikes you as interesting is the bravado of this small creature, who you assume to be a male. They posture themselves in such a way, fanning out their wings and remaining on the ground. They kind of slap at each other with their wings, in such a way that looks quite visceral. Indeed, slap boxing to an extent. These creatures are engaging in it, and it seems like bets are being placed upon the creatures as to which one will come out on top.
Okay. Ulzgud's not too interested in that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good.
We'll continue on a search to see if there's any soldiers either training or fighting with each other.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. You kind of head over to what you presume to be like, the barracks type building. And while there, Master Bone-Breaker, you peer inside and find that there are, a few pairs of men that seem to be skirmishing in one degree or another. You seem to be in the right place at the right time.
Ulzgud's gonna walk up and just gonna challenge someone.
Damn.
Who wants to spar?
Wow.
Need my morning workout.
This guy's pretty big. I don't know.
No weapons, just a friendly little fist fight. Come on.
I guess I'll take you on, stranger. And there's some young man. Seems like he's willing to take you on, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker.
All right.
Let's see. Who'll be a good representation? Maybe that. No, maybe this, maybe that. Oh, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Ooh, that looks good to me. Okay. All right, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. The battle begins, I suppose.
Fight.
Ooh.
You brought your holdout weapons.
LL? You're such a minx.
What?
You're such a little minx. Alright, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. Let's see. Why don't we get some initiative to see who goes first in this bout. Ooh. It'll probably be you, dare I say it. Dare I say it. Let's see. We'll need a... Crowd allows you in, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. And it seems like a small crowd gathers indeed around what was once a sparring, various sparring matches has turned into a small crowd of its own. And you seem to be engaged in the thick of it, as you desire. So be it, Master Bone-Breaker. I'm pretty sure you won this battle. Oh yeah, no, you got it. It's up to you to throw the first blow, Master Bone-Breaker.
And Ulzgud feeling a little on his toes this morning. Ulzgud is going to breakfast this short.
Damn. Alright. Ooh. Goodness. Just shy. It's a devastating haymaker that comes in and swings wide as this young man kind of cocks his head back at the last second of your swing. But you have another swing coming, if I'm not mistaken. This one, uppercut, coming right toward the kid, striking him just underneath the jaw. He kind of cocks back and recoils, but retains his footing and kind of shakes his head a little bit. And seems more than ready to strike you, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. He comes at you with a left-handed strike toward your sternum. It's a pretty gnarly strike. It hits you right right in between the ribs, dealing some nasty little internal damage. Take a whopping 8 bludgeoning damage from that strike. You like that? He comes in with another strike of his own, driving the fist toward the side of your head. That blow lands shy of you as you recuperate and come back for some strikes of your own.
Can I see this from our room?
No.
That's okay.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to skis with Binbag and anything else.
What is it?
But no, unfortunately not.
You're just feeling that first crit. He's trying not to attack.
Shit.
He's trying to recklessly attack.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh no! Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. Unarmed hands. You sick fuck. Can't believe you. I can't believe you.
Plus -6.
You cock back everything you get and try to clothesline the kid with both of your arms.
It's technically your first.
No, I understand. Well, it flies short, unfortunately. He ducks underneath. You're like double haymaker swing. Disturbing. It's close, but no dice. It seems like this kid is warmed up now. I'll allow it. Oh, that strikes for another 4 bludgeoning damage. Get another strike into this kid's center of mass. He seems pretty bruised, but he seems like he's pretty light in his step and has something to prove, perhaps. You're not bad, big guy. See like this, yay! And he goes in for a strike against you. For 24, 6 bludgeoning damage. He nails you a strike up, knocking the wind out of you, hitting you in the chest, and another strike. Yeah! Almost like karate chops you right in the groin. And it's close. Another 5 bit of bludgeoning damage. He kind of shakes off his fist. It's like, ha! And he kind of motions to the crowd that all cheer.
He was feeling disrespected by that.
Oh, man. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker loses cool. Well, he easy. Whoa! The young man makes some basic pleads for mercy. Your first strike, matching his armor class, you can roll a d6 for me. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. You want at least 4. Unfortunately, it just skims past the side of his head. He's like, woo! And your rage strike is coming. He comes back with another left-handed uppercut, and he reaches down and grabs upon your fist. And now you're in this odd, entangled situation. And he'll try to bust back at you with a strike of his own. Yeah! A 15 to strike you? Poof. It's close. But you cock back and break free of his grasp at the last second as he sends a kick heading your way. The kick connects, just hitting you in the shin for a pretty mean 6 bludgeoning damage. The bout continues.
Ulzgud is starting to have a little respect for his kid.
Not too bad.
But with respect,
Around here.
Let's see, let's get another match. The old
Oh, Jesus. Throwing aside all concern for your own body, you plunge forth your limbs. Disturbing. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
stolen people.
Pretty mean, but unfortunately nothing connects. As you're starting to get lost in your blind fury, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker.
Oh, 18 doesn't straight?
18 minus 6. No, unfortunately. The Wrath Hue just too wild. That hits. You win this bout with this young man. You may describe your victory move as it is ample amounts to finish this young man. However, you see fit.
Ulzgud's first strike, swinging with his left and missing. Void ducks it. Ulzgud seeing his opportunity, uppercuts him right in the chest, knocking him straight out.
There's a brief moment where he flies a few feet in the air, arcing backwards, before eventually into the dust. A cloud forming about the bout being concluded. And there's a mixture of hey, yays and nays. There's a mixture of reaction throughout the crowd. But it seems the duel's done. The duel is done.
Ulzgud picks the boy up. Nice fight.
It's kind of just a shirtless man in just leather trousers. Yeah, good thanks. You're not so bad yourself, big guy.
I asked him if he wants to join us for breakfast. I'm gonna go try and find the Crimson Bones for breakfast.
Kidding me? The honor's mine, I guess. Sure. And again, the guy kind of like hobbles after you. All right, yeah, very good. Mandion, Gelden, and Skeezewell Binbag.
Yes.
Well, all the while, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker has seemingly left a little earlier this morning. What are you guys up to? You have donned your armor, Mandion, Gelden, as usual. What next? What happens next?
I was munching on a few cold sausages this morning.
Oh, I see. Okay.
While looking out the window, kind of waiting for Brandon, as he said he would talk to us this morning about what he might have wanted to do.
That's true.
So I was just kind of hanging out, waiting for School to come back if he was coming back. Otherwise, waiting for Brandon.
Sick. Okay. Anything from you, Master Binbag, in particular, or anything of a extraordinary note or what have you?
Evil eyes that grant you that. And then tucks it away.
Very good. Still holds its sheen and its magical pulse. But other than that, let's see. Fucking so excited out there, I'll tell you what. Let's see. Probably a good 10-15 minutes or so go by. And then there's a knock on the door. Hello?
Hello?
And the door opens. Well, it's me, Brandon Riger. and it's Brandon Riger. Thank goodness. He makes his presence known. He's like, oh, hey, what's up? It's me, Brandon Riger. How you boys doing? Where's Ulzgud Bone-Breaker? I don't see him here. Very suspicious.
You ran off immediately. I made sure to wait for you, though. I don't know what he's up to.
Well, alright. Hey, I'm glad someone's around. What's the business? What's going on?
You like the last sausage? Stick out.
Thank you. Thank you, goodness. Awesome. And as such, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker entering in through the keep, you now make your way down the main hallway and eventually find the door to the Crimson Bones room ajar. And some raised voices inside, and it's none other than Brandon Riger addressing your comrades, the Crimson Bones. kind of turns around. Ah, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. Please, come on in. I've only just arrived. You seem a little worse for wear this morning. You alright? you seem a little filthy.
I'm great.
Oh, good. That's excellent.
The other boy's still with me, right?
Yeah.
Asking how he's doing.
Yeah, well, I see. Some type of friendly bout, I presume. Yeah, this gray guy really knows how to throw those fists. Tell you what. Oh man, nasty stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised you took up a fight with him.
Skeezewell, you're fighting this early already? I'm supposed to make friends here.
I just did.
Oh.
Plus, I had to work out. Come on.
I suppose you don't hurt him too bad.
I slapped him on the back.
Oof. Oh yeah. Yeah, these guys are all right. All right, I'm gonna go get myself a drink. See you guys later. and he makes his way out of your room, down toward the meat hall, presumably, for some well-deserved drink. And you gentlemen are left alone with Brandon Reiger once again.
So Brandon, what's this you need done? Finally have some time to talk.
Yes. It's been a few days since we spoke with the last, so perhaps a refresher is in order. I need some investigative work done around Calton and the Trident River, in particular, in which it borders. He goes ahead and he'll bust out the map.
Has anything changed since we've been there last? Certainly as before.
I'm not sure. Truthfully, I've had my hands filled in these last few days in the Fog Forest, and I haven't had the time to check out Calton myself. I don't trust any of my men to take care of it, lest they'd be captured. I can only presume not much has changed. I can tell you the river flow certainly hasn't changed as far as I can tell. Still quite dry indeed. I need evidence of the cause, whether it be House Dakar, any other type of dark elves, or what have you. That's all I ask.
Very good. Is there any way that you could give us an escort, at least halfway? Not anything within sight. Calton, at least.
Yes. This I can do for you. I understand Wokir Bitterroot has moved on, so your ability to traverse the Fog Forest won't be so easy. It is no Taurus gotten route.
This is correct. While we may be able to make it to Calton, the return trip makes it twice as deadly.
You'll get there much faster with a guide. No problem there. You could also, well, if it weren't for the Scorpion Syndicate, you could head north and head to the middle spoke of the Trident and just walk the dry riverbed all the way up and head that route as well. But the Scorpion Syndicate is in that direction, and they're pretty dangerous. Yes, so roving band of brigands that have fancied themselves up along this northern roadway here, runs between Calton and Garza. They hit almost every caravan that comes through that area, and there's a shit ton of them. Their numbers are pretty devastating. I've heard reports that some of them have some magic users in their patrols. They're no ordinary highwaymen. Be on guard for them if you see them. Hopefully I'll steer you clear of that way. What else?
Definitely need some help.
Yes. I'm still prepared to offer you gentlemen 300 gold each for your service in this assignment. Will that fee still be acceptable?
I suppose so. As a base rate, we'll see how much trouble we get in.
What about Syphax and shit?
Syphax. The young man that was with you, yes? The young elf, if I remember correctly.
I still need that help.
Where is he now? Pray tell.
Garza.
I see.
A couple loose ends to tie up. But
I see. I see.
he'll be meeting us with haste.
Let me make a persuasion check, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. Oh, what? You need a smoky? You need a smoke stick over that?
Said persuasion?
I see. Yes, please. Yes, please. No, 17.
He's a king.
Well, very well. Very well. I suppose it's only fair. Young adventurers need their cut more than most, I suppose.
We should get ads in things. You said it yourself, it's dangerous out there. We'd have to know. You said every character.
It's true, it's true. Well, I plan on taking you around with a scorpion syndicate's been hitting the main road. I'll guide you through the fog forest, which is no guaranteed safe journey, but under my close guide, I think we'll manage okay.
But what if the scorpion city comes into the fog forest?
That'll be regrettable. But we'll have no choice to deal with it when that time comes.
Deal with it.
I pray that time doesn't happen.
You got big plans.
You'll get your gold, Skeezewell. I'll see to that. Yes, mileage fee. Come now, gentlemen. Are there any other questions of a non-finance nature that I can address?
No.
And very good. Gentlemen are capable, so I really feel I need not tell you that the name House Riger is to be kept out of your lips.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Indeed.
What is a Riger? Is that like a tiger?
It's very good, very good. See to it, that's the way it stays. It's best that way. Well, gentlemen, when do you think you'll be off? When should I prepare for this journey?
How early can your men be ready?
Yes, that's right. Bring 3 of our men with us. Will they be accompanying you all the way to Kauton?
As close as they feel comfortable. Like I said, not within sight.
So be it. So be it. I can't say they'll go much further than I. And I'll have to handpick only the finest of men. I'll need some time.
I want that one-eyed fox.
If he's in any condition to keep up, I suppose so. Perhaps just after noon, I'll be ready. A good 4 or 5 hours time from now. I'll send for you then.
I suppose that should be reasonable.
Okay, gentlemen. Do you need any other supplies for your journey? Rations.
Potions.
Rations, potions. Rope, perhaps.
Rope would be excellent.
Bones.
Maybe some bones if I can come across any, perhaps. Very good, Master Bone-Breaker.
I think that's it.
Okay. Alright, very good, gentlemen. Very good, gentlemen. So be it. So be it. Let's see. As Brandon Riger turns and leaves. What are you gentlemen up to? Now that you are alone in your quarters once again?
Estimate of time, 9 a.m.-ish?
Just shy of it. You know, about there. You know, give me an intelligence check, Danny. There you go. Okay, you want to really know?
I'm too intelligent.
You want to really know?
Come
See how smart you really are.
I'm trying. Hold on. Slowly.
Get intelligent with me, young man.
Intelligence check.
Good luck. No, you're not sure. You couldn't
Wow.
say. You couldn't say. Okay, I think it's somewhere around 9ish, I guess.
It's probably somewhere around 9. You know, that should get me enough time to complete this elemental module.
Boy, am I hungover from the smoke weed.
Boy, am I hungover from the smoke weed and that drink. That singular drink.
That one drink. Speaking of which, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, how about a constitution check from you?
Oh.
12 11 AOs first thing in the morning, heading out there. Fucking shit up. Yeah, no, you're fucking... Your hangover's caught up with you now, Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. You're feeling it. You're feeling it now. You're starting to feel the grog. You got that groggy jutsu.
If that's the case, Ulzgud's gonna spend the remaining time just hanging out. Spending index.
Ooh, okay. Very good. Very good. Focusing on rejuvenation. Very good. Very good. It feels like you could use it a little bit. That young lad put up a bit more of a scrap than you foresaw. But that was the point, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, anything from you, Master Binbag, in particular? The chicken keeps growing. The chicken continues to grow. Another week or so, perhaps the chicken will have a new stage of growth. Has some time yet. Regardless, 3 hours pass. Crimson Bones. Mandion Gelden, a D8, please, to symbolize your progress.
A D8.
Your hungover progress, making your elemental module these last 3 hours. Wow. Another 8%.
So that makes it.
Another 8%.
I'll just.
I'm so hungover. Flash of genius. Oh, I'm so hungover. Flash of genius. For 3 hours.
That's right.
Forcing yourself to work on this elemental module you just want it done. You just want it over with already. You force yourself to do it. You need that red science. You need that blue science. You need that.
Ulzgud would like to have a little chat with me.
Ooh.
You're all here.
Ulzgud would like to start discussing the idea of making a little unarmed strike gauntlet. Maybe like a brass knuckle type of deal for Ulzgud. I'd like to fashion some bones over his knuckles somehow.
Some bones? Okay, alright. That's probably possible. Okay, do you want like a mesh covered in bone? You want like leather covered in bone?
Anything works, really. Anything works. I just want some bones over my knuckles. A little
Alright.
extra impact.
I might be able to do something for you. It'll take time. But I could probably do something for you. Let me see what I have left over. You probably have the bone, I'm sure. You'll want to choose what the bone is. I don't know if I have much metal left over. That could always be found if you want to do metal.
True.
Otherwise, I don't think leather or hide is too hard to come by.
Yeah, and I got some hides here too.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
flying snake corpse that I could skin, and I got a snake skin, and I got some cliff racer plumes and whatnot. So we could fashion something out of those.
Yeah. Well, if you can decide what the materials will be, I can probably at least help fashion it or fashion it myself.
Yeah,
I have 70 scrap metal left, which is 35 pounds scrap metal,
It's quite bad.
which I think is more than you would want on a single hand. So I guess we could probably do metal too.
Yeah, I guess I have a nice talon here. I have some kobold femurs and some goblin femurs and ribs.
An odd salami ration. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I don't really have anything good to add to that. So yeah, whatever you want to use. You want to use. Put it in the chat. That will mark the start of my thinking about it.
Damn. Very good. It will be so.
Yeah. Request for.
It will be so.
Yeah, request for bone. Let's do something.
Careful. Right.
That was not temporary, I think. Dire wolf.
Oh,
Alright.
damn.
It's probably the biggest bone I got right now. So.
Nice.
Damn.
Dig it. So we're doing hide or doing metal? Love. That's important.
Probably both.
Okay. Alright.
So I guess I will also give my flying snake horse
Okay.
for the leather off of it.
Holy
I guess
shit.
I already have a snake skin. I guess I'll just give him the snake skin.
Okay.
Like a 2-foot snake skin, I believe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right that.
Very good, gentlemen. So be it.
Gather. Construct this. Fisting. I agree.
All right, gentlemen. Anything furthermore, Mandion and Ulzgud crafting team?
I don't think so.
Okay. We'll get started. Well, we'll thresh out the details of that later on.
For sure.
But the idea is firmly planted. Oh. That being said, about noonish time arrives. About a half hour after Hinden. In enters Brandon Riger through the doorway. Huh, my friends. It's about time we go, yes? Are we ready?
Yes.
It's a shame to see you go so soon, but I must say I'm rather excited to get the ball rolling in this matter. You've already met Darden, and Darden is just over his shoulder. He'll be one of the men accompanying us today. I can think of no man finer.
Very good, Darden. Welcome you to the team.
The pleasure is mine, gentlemen. Pleasure to see you once again. I trust your dinner last night went well.
Great. Quite.
Glad to hear it. I suppose if it did not go good, I would not be seeing you here today, yes?
Yes.
And the hooded figures, seem like they're ready in their travel garb, their kits, their bows and arrows, and they seem like they're more than ready to go. There's two other unnamed gentlemen as of this time, and everyone's ready. Oh, here I brought these for you. Darden and Brandon Riger hand over some goodies. Let's see, it would be 8 rations for the party.
Ooh.
what is this? 60 feet of rope in two 30-foot sections. I'll write this down.
Do it.
Let's see.
I think you guys can each get 3 and I'll take 2. So. As you said,
Let's see. At least for you, gentlemen, he drops over a small sack containing 8 rations, 60 feet of rope split into two 30-foot sections, and 3 greater healing potions. Be careful.
Nothing's wrong. Everything's okay. Alright, so I really don't need the rope because rope can't hold me up anyway. I mean for climbing. Maybe for crafting, but not for. You guys could take the rope.
alright. You want to just split it in half, Skeezewell?
And everyone gets a healing potion.
A greater healing potion.
A greater.
And if you guys are ready, Brandon Riger seems ready to lead you all on.
Very good. I will come.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Goodness gracious.
I'll look at Brandon Riger, hopefully. Got any bones for me?
Sorry, my friend, not yet. I imagine we'll hunt plenty of creature on our way over. I'll be keeping a special eye out just for you.
Any bones I want.
Let's get out of this stuffy castle. I yearn to, even if it's the fog forest, I yearn for the outdoors again. Brandon Riger starts leading you gentlemen on outward, and you push out of the, after taking many a stride down the cold stone hallway. You eventually enter out the large arched doorway, entering back out into the outside, the courtyard area where you see, about the same various population as you did the first time you arrived here. Some people abound, a few women and children here and there. Mostly men at arms, people training. Certainly seems more like a militia-esque, in a way. And Ulzgud Bone-Breaker, as you are weaving with everyone else, you're probably about a good 50 feet or so away from the palisade wall, and you're pushing over yonder, taking one last glimpse around it at the surroundings about, and your primal senses activate. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. There's something amiss. Something is wrong with the environment. There is something that you tune into, your predator, wild, primal senses. Something about it. Something's off. A disturbance in the force, perhaps. And you look over yonder. Everything starts to slow down. You get lost in your head. Skeezewell, Binbag, and Mandion Gelden carry on a conversation before you as you find yourself kind of slowly drifting out. Your vision entering into like a tunnel-esque form. Make a Constitution save for me. Ulzgud Bone-Breaker. As you look over yonder, you see 3 or 4 of these rangers, and they have someone with them that they're pushing along. It seems that they've captured someone, or they've apprehended some individual, and there's 2 or so of these rangers ahead of you, kind of blocking your line of sight as they're thrusting and pushing someone quite forcefully alongward. And you look and you squint. And you're like, "What the fuck? Is this? Could this be it?" And you hone in and you look ever more forward, and you see, kind of like turning behind you now to face this scene as everyone else is walking away from you. a Caucasian man, seems like to you, with a thinning hairline, dressed in black. Not quite robes, but almost like that of what a butler would wear. And at that moment, as you're having this almost vignette, like blackened edge of your vision, honing in on this feeling that you felt before, but can't quite place it. The figure turns around Ulzgud Bone-Breaker and looks at you and raises their manacled hands, and they wave in your direction. And that is where we will end our session tonight, gentlemen.
Better go kill him.
Better go kill him.
Again.
Again. Mr. Archibald has returned.
I hate it. He needs to leave me alone.